Hey, what is up guys? Calum or Kilm's Fish Tanks, and in today's video we are adding some more shrimp to the 7.5 gallon cube. Now I know I just added some shrimp, but these ones are a little rarer and a lot cooler, as well as I'm adding a new species of moss, so stay tuned to see what we're adding to the tank. So like the last video I did of adding shrimp, I can't really show you them before I add them to the tank, so I'm going to start up the drip acclimation. I'm going to do a very long acclimation. These shrimp I am adding are crystal red and crystal black shrimp, and I'll show you guys them once I get them in the tank. But first off, let's talk about the new moss I got. So the new moss we have picked up is Mini Pellia, aka Ricardia, aka Coral Moss. It's a really rare moss. You can't really see it right now, but it's super cool. And this is one of my favorite mosses, if not my favorite. So what I'm going to do is I'm either going to, it's on a steel mesh, so I'm either going to cut this steel mesh up and place it. You can see that there. Or I'm going to just rip off little chunks and place them. I'm probably going to try both and hopefully it'll work, but I'm going to get to divvying that up right now. So I didn't have a pair of scissors sharp enough to cut through the steel mesh, so I just kind of removed all the moss from the mesh as well as this netting, and I'm going to put it into clumps and super glue it into place on the rocks. So you can see right there, I've already added a chunk, and hopefully it will do well. So now I'm going to get to preparing and planting the rest, and then I'll show you guys once I'm done planting it all. So guys, that was a pretty big mistake. I don't know if I'm going to do that again. I have a lot of ricardia left, but it's all singular strands. I can't really show you it, except if I do, I'm going to spill water all over the place. But as you can see, it is all over this rock, a bit there, a bit over there, a bit up there too. And down there's a bit on this one, as well as this one, and there is some on that one, you just can't really see it. So I did get to place a lot, but it did make a mess of my tank. If I do stir up the water, there is going to be ricardia flying all over the place. So what I'm going to do with my extra ricardia is I'm going to place it in my windowsill and see if I can get it to grow just under sunlight. But anyways guys, I'll be back to you when the shrimp are done acclimating. So it's now been 5 days since I've added the crystal shrimp, so let's take a look and see how they're doing in their new tank. So for the first couple of days of them being added into this tank, they like to hide a lot, and that seems to be what they're doing right now. So I'll try to find some for you, and I'll show you guys what they look like. So I haven't found any yet, but you can see the ricardia moss I added onto my rocks, and so far it's doing pretty good. Hasn't started growing yet, but it isn't dying back at all. It just needs to get used to the tank. So let's keep looking for some shrimp. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it back there, but that's my largest shrimp. He's up on the filter blocker. So this just stops shrimp from getting sucked up in the filter. And this looks like a large female crystal red. She is actually the biggest one I got, and she's really pretty. And she has a lot of white, but I'm going to continue looking for some more. I have 2 crystal black and 4 crystal reds in here, so let's look, and I'll try to find some of the blacks and the other reds I have. I'm having no problem finding cherry shrimp. They're just all over this tank, and I think these guys are really loving their habitat since I've added them, and the crystals are just getting used to it, I think. So I think that's why they're hiding a lot more than the cherries. You can see they are all over the place, but I also have a lot more cherries, and the cherries are a lot bigger. So this little guy is super hard to see because he's super little and he's way back, but you can see that is one of the crystal black shrimp, and he's hiding way in the back in the rock. So zoom out so you can see he was back under here. Oh yeah, you can see him. I don't really need to zoom in, but yeah, that's one of the crystal blacks. They are pretty little, but I only paid $20 for 6, so that's definitely worth it. You can see the larger one we saw earlier up in my driftwood again. And my Hygrophila araguae, which is starting to do really good, so I'm super excited about that. But there is the large female again. I'm going to continue looking for some more. All the other ones seem to just be wanting to hide right now. So the crystal shrimp weren't initially in the plan for this tank, but I was talking with a couple local club members, and they said they had no problem raising them and breeding them in our local tap water. So I decided I'd give them a try, and so far, 6 days in, they are doing great. Although they just like to hide a little. I'm hoping they breed in the future, and maybe at the OVAS auction coming up, which is the club I'm in, they will have some available there. So hopefully I'll be able to get some more and up my colony size, because these are super cool little shrimp. You can see that one again now that she's out. She is super pretty. I love how they look. They look like little peppermints, kind of. So I'm super happy I got these little guys, and they're super cool. They have all different grades and stuff. So for example, this one, I think maybe an S or an A. I don't know. I haven't done too much research into the grading, but they're super cool, and I'm super excited to hopefully get a big colony of these guys and start breeding them in this tank. You can see there's another one of the reds. There's another one. So I do have a total of 6, so that probably won't be enough to get a good colony started, so I'm gonna have to get some more. Thank you guys for joining me on this video. I hope you guys enjoyed a video of me just rambling about my new little shrimp. I'm super excited about these guys and can't wait to get more. Anyways guys, I'll see you guys next Thursday with another planted tank video. This was Kelm's Fish Tanks. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and peace.